has Modi pushed Indian democracy past its breaking point? This is by the New Yorker magazine. Now, this is something which is finding echo even in Indian reporters who are writing that. I saw this happening in 2019 also, where there was this hashtag which said just one more year or something like that. 2018. It started off in 2018, bas ek saal. Ek aur saal, just one more year, where there was this whole bunch of Indian writers who wrote that because the BJP had lost a couple of state elections. So it was a done deal. Everybody thought that it's just one more year. And in 2019, when the elections are held,
democracy will be back.
Democracy will be back. So it was, breaking point had not yet arrived that Modi would be a one-term prime minister. 2019 happens and he comes back the second time. But those articles continue to come even in the by the Indian writers who say that it's come to breaking point. This is not the India we knew. This is not badal gaya hai pura. This is not the India for which my father fought as a freedom fighter. That kind of. Have you heard those kind of conversations?
In fact, I've seen this every 12 to 18 months since 2014. First, it was about the attacks on the churches. Democracy as we knew it has ended. Then it was award wapsi. Then it was, CAA riots. Then it is, COVID mishandling and COVID deaths. So pretty much every 18-24 months, you have this trend of picking on some set of events and trying to craft a narrative that India, civilization as we knew it, has already ended. Right? And this has been repeating itself because this section that has lost out since the emergence of Modi, because they had a certain monopoly, a certain sway on the narrative and power in Delhi, and now they've lost it. They are just desperate to get it back, and hence they're all the time looking for something to latch on to.
Explain this thing about, I have witnessed it, but explain to the viewers about a certain section which had sway on the narrative. Did you notice that? Because you came to Delhi when Modi came to Delhi. You were an outsider too. You're not a career bureaucrat who came in. Right. You came in from the private sector, came in when Modi came in a little later. So tell me about your view about what you saw in India before Modi came in on the narrative monopoly.
Yeah. So this is something that has been there much prior to Modi, right? We even saw it during the Vajpayee years as well. That a certain section of left-leaning ideologues who have dominated, the op-ed columns, who have dominated the NGOs. Perhaps some of them are very eminent lawyers, so they dominated the court proceedings, the PILs. They have always tended to have a sort of a monopoly or a sway on, what is right or what is moral or, what is the right way to do things. And if something didn't fit their worldview, their activist worldview, then it was the end of everything, right? And here you had Mr. Modi who was challenging that dominance. And many of them enjoyed access to power. Many of them were rewarded with, Padma Awards and so on. They would all go with the Prime Minister on these foreign travels. So they were kind of pretty much, holding the sway in terms of what is the mood of the nation, so to speak, right? They were the arbiters, or they were the high priests of, what is right and what is wrong. And then Mr. Modi comes and he breaks that entire stranglehold. And these people are suddenly, they're staring at a vacuum where they no longer have access. They're completely shut out of the system. And then piece by piece, the Prime Minister has pretty much dismantled that entire edifice, right? You no longer have Padma Awards going to these journalists. You no longer have foreign trips.
No Rajya Sabhas.
No Rajya Sabha seats, right? So the only things left for them are, these access to the foreign media.
Click here to watch the full episode.